passionate people I've ever met. And I knew in talking to him that there was something more to him. So he sent me his website. He's the most humble guy I've ever met. He is a world-class, I mean world-class painter, sculptor, and author. And as I read his bio, and you can learn more about him on www.sevenpillarsstudio.com, 7pillars studio.com. He is amazing. But he wrote a book, and I just want to read you a little brief on this book here. It's Gazpacho. First and foremost, Gazpacho is an underdog, and his story is an underdog story taken to the extreme. He is a descendant of a worm, after all, a life form way down at the very lowest rung on the totem pole of all creatures. However, it is Gazpacho's greatest dream and desire to make it all the way up to the very top rung, where we humans are to become an actual success in our modern man-made world. Of course, Gazpacho is a big dreamer, especially given the fact that it is his dream to become the next great singing star and idol sensation. But there is something so good, so true, and pure deep down inside of him that it serves to push him forward in order to live out and fulfill his dreams, no matter how great the difficulties and dangers are that he must face. Ultimately, and most importantly, Gazpacho serves to bring profound, special, and universally valuable content into the world, and his story is certain to surprise, delight, entertain, inspire, and move you regardless of your age, gender, race, nationality, beliefs, or background. Without any question, there is much more to this worm that first meets the eye. Enjoy. Robert, I appreciate you so much. You are one of the most beautiful people I've ever met. With your heart and your conversational community sums up everything that Right Thinking Foundation is trying to do. God bless you, Robert, and thanks for getting to know me. So on my trip home, when I left Minneapolis, I drove and I camped out. By the way, all 4 nights that I went on the road, it was a 3-day trip each way to Minneapolis from Norfolk. I camped out in campgrounds, and I generally arrived at 10 or 11 o'clock at night and set up my tent by a lantern light or my car headlights. But on the way back, I stopped at Turkey Run State Park in Indiana. I'd been there last year, and it's just got some incredible hiking trails. But so I stayed there, and I'm going to play a series of interviews now, and one after another. The first one's going to be Debbie. She's a grandmother that had a great word of advice for how to raise kids. The second one is James. He's a father that I met him in a gorge, and he was walking with his huge dog, a Rottweiler, and his 3 kids, and he runs a martial arts studio in Indiana, and he gave a word of advice for raising kids. And then Tom and Lynn is a couple that was just so delightful to talk to. That one gets a little more personal, but I think you'll enjoy it. It was a tribute. It was a gift to my wife, because it turns out I was in Indiana at a campground, and I met a couple, and Tom grew up on the same street as my wife. What's the chances of that? My wife really enjoyed that. And then I stopped at a rest area in Henrysville, Indiana, and a gentleman that was just the most beautiful man. He retired 20 years ago, and he's the right guy to be working at a welcome center and a rest area. So we're going to play all these nonstop. And again, if the sound quality is not perfect, just bear with it. I think that I repeat some of the things that they said that I really wanted you to hear. And so with that, let's run all those now. Debbie, I'm here at, I guess this is Turkey Run State Park in Indiana.
Yes.
I've been here before. It's a beautiful hike in here and everything. I'm going to spend the night here. But so I was telling you what I do, and you told me something so beautiful, and you said I could just take the sound and put it onto my show. You drop off your grandkids at school?
Yes.
And what were you telling me? Because it's a wonderful thing you said.
We pray as we go every day, and then I tell them to be kind to everybody. And if it's not true or necessary, don't do it.
Be kind to everybody, and if it's not true or necessary, don't do it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, you told me that because I said to you that, you know, the churches are really you and me. People just doing the Lord's work, trying to make the world a better place.
Yep.
Well, what you're telling your grandkids, they're going to get the right foundation, and they're going to turn out to be wonderful kids and make a difference in the world just like you.
I hope so.
God bless you. Thank you. So James, got to talk loud for me, please. So James, you know, I travel all around going into prisons trying to connect with people that are coming out, because 85% of all the children whose parents are incarcerated, they can go behind bars too. That's called the cycle. We got to break the cycle. So James, would you tell me what you think the secret to raising good kids is?
So far with all 4 of my kids, I feel like it's connection. We're always trying to connect in some way, and I always do what they want to. So whatever they want to do, I'm agreeable, and try to do that. So
Connection. Yeah. Spending time with them
Absolutely.
and just leading them through it, huh?
Absolutely.
God bless you.
You guys have a good one.
Thanks. Tom and Lynn, so we're at Turkey Run State Park in Indiana.
Right.
Yeah. But Tom, I told you I was from Norfolk. What's your story?
Well, that's where I was born, or actually at Portsmouth, Virginia, where I was born, but we lived in Norfolk. And I lived in Valentine Place on Grandy Avenue.
My wife's not going to believe this.
Yes, 2319 Grandy Avenue. I still remember the address. And I'm 63, a few years older than her.
Today's his birthday.
Yeah, today's my birthday.
Oh, God bless you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
wow.
But yeah, I went to Valentine School, and I'm trying to think.
Do you remember the movie theater over there on Lafayette Boulevard?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
used to go to it all the time when I was a kid.
And
Yeah.
what was that? Merton's Drugstore?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Martin's
Yeah,
Drugstore.
get banana splits there.
You know, in places like that. And I'm trying to think of some girls that lived around there. Teresa Thatch. She lived on Cape Henry, where it turned into Grandy, almost in a big brick house on the corner of the boulevard and Cape Henry. But she had several younger sisters.
This is crazy.
So she might know them.
This
What
is,
was the older lady? Aunt somebody?
Mrs. Dowell. I don't know if she
but you lived on Grandy Avenue.
on Grandy Avenue.
Oh, that's just too much. That's
Yeah,
just too much.
It is.
So the high school that you would have gone to would have been Booker T.
Well, it would have been Maury. Well, they may have changed it. At that time, I went to Willard Junior High for 1 year,
Yeah.
and I think most of the people back then went to Maury High.
She went to Willard.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too much. You know where Willowwood Drive is, Lakewood Bridge?
Lakewood Bridge, I've heard of.
Yeah, it goes over to Granby Street,
Mm-hmm.
cuts over between Tidewater Drive and Granby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I live over in that area.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Lynn,
Who
and
were
you're...
some of your teachers?
At Valentine,
Oh, geez.
there was Mrs. Pratt's.
You're
first
good.
grade.
You're really good.
Yeah. So, yeah, I remember a lot back then.
Oh, this is beautiful. So, Lynn, you're from Evansville, Indiana,
Yeah,
and,
very south of the state.
and y'all met in college.
Mm-hmm.
So, y'all have kids?
3,
Rick?
How old are they?
Oh,
36, 35, and 31.
Are y'all grandparents?
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
we have 5.
So I like to ask this question because I do a family values kind of thing. Is what's the secret to raising a good, healthy family?
Oh, a lot of patience.
Talk as loud as you can because I like to get this soundtrack. A lot of patience.
A lot of patience.
Oh, yeah.
And
Consistency.
yeah, consistency.
And you got to be agreeable on things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to be stronger than they are.
I love that. I
'Cause
love
they,
that.
They pound and pound and pound away at you,
Yeah.
but you got to be steadfast.
I once heard that a kid's job is to push their parents as hard as they can to get away with as much as they can.
Yeah.
That may be true.
They got to find where the limit is.
Yep.
You got to draw the line. That's it.
So you got to set limits for them.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
And see, some parents today want to be just the best friend of their child, and that's not going to work.
No.
No, never.
Wow.
They hate you
Yeah.
when they're teenagers. You're doing a good job.
Yeah.
And then,
And then when they're 20, they love you.
oh yeah, that's the story. They come back to you when they have kids, and they
Yeah.
say, "I want to just thank you because I didn't understand. You know, I'm sorry for what I did." My mother used to say that I've got 4 kids, but you're the only one that put every single one of these gray hairs on my head.
Yeah.
But you know what? My mom and I were the closest, and
Yeah.
we were.
Yeah.
You got to be involved, you know.
Wow. Well, I just want to say to you that this is an amazing thing, but I just want to say thanks for talking to me and taking the time because I just love meeting people that have it right, you know, just
Yeah.
enjoying nature, taking care of each other, just doing good things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday
Oh, no.
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tom. Happy birthday to you. Many, many more. We're in a rest area in Indiana somewhere.
Yes, we are.
Talk real loud for me because it makes it better here. So, where are we?
You're at Henryville Welcome Center.
Henryville Welcome Center. Well, I got to tell you, your music drew me over. You got some good gospel music playing there.
Thank you. I like it myself.
And so your last name is Haven.
Yes.
And the name of this CD that you're playing is the Fair Haven Quartet. So I asked you, is that you? Is that your recording? And you said no, because I said same last name.
Yes.
But you told me you used to sing in a quartet.
Yes.
How long ago was that?
Oh, up to about 6 years ago.
Really? Well, you're a young man. You're over 14.
I'm 82 years old.
Man, you're looking great.
Thank you.
You're looking great. Yeah, no, so, but you were the lead in your group?
Leader. Yeah, lead singer.
Can I Google it on the internet?
I doubt it. We were a local called the Friendly Neighbors Quartet.
The Friendly Neighbors Quartet.
Yeah, the Zoah Church.
ZOAH Church.
Yes.
Well, that's beautiful. So, I love your music. It's nice. So, Glenn, tell me something. The world out there, it's got some stuff going on, but it's got some good stuff going on too, doesn't it?
We do. We have some young folks coming up that are.
Can we cut that down just for a minute?
We got some young folks coming up that we have some faith in them. A lot of drugs on the street.
Right.
Bad news.
Right. So, what do you think these young folks need to be able to know the truth and stay off the streets in a bad way?
We need more parents that's Christians, that's church-oriented all their lives, and lead these children the way they should go.
I was in Minneapolis, Minnesota at a conference of the American Correctional Association, 148th Congress. It's the accrediting body of all the prisons and jails in America since 1870. And they set the standards, and they have people go by, auditors that go by prisons to make sure they're doing all the things right to maintain their accreditation. And I was in a store, and this woman had these two little, like a 4 and a 5-year-old little daughters. And when she asked me where I was from, and I said Norfolk, Virginia, I traveled a long way. She asked me why, and I told her. So I said to her, what's the secret of raising such beautiful little girls in your family? And she said 2 words. And that's how I ended my show last week. And it was powerful. She said, be present. Isn't that?
Be present with the kids.
Yeah.
Yes,
Isn't that? Be present. You want to raise good kids, you got to be there.
That's right.
And you got to be there in a lot of ways. You know,
right.
Not just physically. You got to be in their lives. You got to know what they're doing. You got to give them guidance.
That's right.
Give me some of your beautiful wisdom, because I know you got it.
Well, I raised 4 girls. They're all Christian.
Can't say anything better than that.
I lost a good Christian wife. Gone to heaven now.
How long were you married?
55 years.
Wow. You married her young.
Well, no. We just stayed together till we both got old. She went on home to God.
God bless you and God bless her. But, you know, it's where we all are going to be when we know the
Amen,
Lord.
Brother. We sure are.
No.
We sure are.
You drew me over here because you're peaceful and you got your music. And so this is a welcome center. And I'm going to tell the state of Indiana that they got the right guy sitting here.
But thank you.
No, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. So God bless you. So, Glenn, you go by your middle name.
Yes, I do.
Alton. Or you say Alton or Alton?
Alton.
Alton. Where were you born?
Jeffersonville, Indiana.
Jefferson. I love Indiana. I've been driving through cornfields, and I just love it. You know, it's just so peaceful.
Wonderful little state.
No, it is. It is.
It's a wonderful state, and I'm glad to see fellas like you going out into the prison. I have a grandson who grew up.
Made a mistake.
Well, his mother is a good Christian woman. She sings in a group, plays in a group. So it's not really her fault. It's something on the street. It's awesome. We don't like it. What we're going to do about it? We can get more adults involved in Christianity. The only thing I know to do.
Agree with you.
God's help. He can do it.
You know, I got a thing that I say. My program, Right Thinking Foundation, I have a support network when people get out. I go into prisons and I invite them to join